got in your bag?
What bag? We're only staying overnight. You look like you're about to climb Mount Blanc or whatever they call it.
But it takes care of me.
Oh, she give you a spit wash before she sent you out this morning?
She just looks after me, that's all.
Ah, well, she won't if she finds out we're coming back with a van full of dodgy booze.
I don't suppose Brit'll be that pleased either.
I don't want to think about that. Hey, here's transport.
Gentlemen, are we all set?
Aye. Vic just needs his name and address label tied onto his wrist.
Come on.
What are you doing out this Sam morning?
Keeping out your mother's road till it's time to get off to court.
I know, she's got a right strop on her, hasn't she?
It's only natural, though. She's worried how our Sam will go on. She's like a pit bull defending her pups, is your mum when it comes to you lot. It's what they call motherly love.
Butch! Butch, you daft razzick!
What is up?
What do you think you're wearing?
Me best suit!
Aye, for important occasions like funerals and going to court, not for feeding the stocking. Now get in and get cleaned up.
I told him.
And you're no better, sloping off when I needed support.
I told him his place is beside you.
And there's our Sam, the one I pinned all my hopes on, up for blackmail.
Don't torture yourself, Nellie. It's not your fault.
I know it's not my damn fault. Oh.
Coffee's up.
Oh, thanks. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, so. I was waiting for you.
Oh, I had to go up to the stables.
Better company out there, I suppose.
Colonel's still suffering with colic.
I thought I'd driven you out.
Of course not.
Look, I'm sorry for going on about little Joseph and the meaning of life.
I know he means a lot to you.
So do you, my love.
That's the way it should be.
I think I might cancel that blessed conference I got tomorrow.
There's no need for that. Your accommodation's booked now.
You'll be okay?
Stop fussing.
As long as you're okay.
Frank.
I just don't want to leave you, that's all. After being so pig-headed last night.
That's not a problem.
Good. You know, I don't worry like I used to about being out of the office. Now that Dave Glover's got to grips with things.
I'm hungry. Do you want some toast? There's dedication.
Hiya.
Frank was talking about you this morning. Relax. He says he knows he can rely on you.
Look, about last night.
Was it so bad?
No, of course not.
Good. Oh, by the way, Frank's away tomorrow night. Thought it'd be nice if you came over. Could have some supper and, well, be a bit more comfortable in the stables.
You're joking.
Leave him alone, Jim. Honestly, as soon as she gets wind that I'm going to be out of the office for a while, she starts issuing orders to the staff. You take no notice, Dave.
You might learn something if you did.
Look, I'll be off.
Look, you've embarrassed the lad.
I just hope he acts daft.
You what?
There was Sam.
Do you want him to throw away the key?
He's guilty, right?
Whose side are you on?
Of course he is. And he's pleaded guilty. So it's all down to the sentence. If he acts soft, Pete might feel sorry for him.
That won't be hard. He's not a full shilling any road.
I'm glad they're not calling you for a character witness.
Hey, up. How do?
It's no good taking it out on us. You got your lad back, now I want mine.
He can rot in Hamley jail for all we care.
Don't, Ned. Excuse me, Sarah Sugden. The fact is, like it or not, your lad ran off, and that's naught to do with our Sam.
You lot should be in there with him.
Morning, Sarah. Ned? Might have known they'd be on first-name terms with the filth.
That's enough, Francis. You better get inside, Nellie, if you want to be sure of a seat.
Surprised they've not brought sarnies and a flask.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure whether I should come. Well, it's never easy, but it might help, seeing justice done.
Let me have him for 10 minutes.
How many times, Ned? This lot's here, so we don't need that sort of thing.
Come on, let's get inside.
Come on.
Hey,
didn't you get us any grub then?
At those prices.
Oh, really pushing the boat out.
That's another thing. I won't have to share a room with him, will I?
What's wrong with me?
I know what you're like.
What do you mean?
You're oversexed, you are. You'll be going short.
It's only one night.
Yeah, well, who knows what you'll get up to if you start sleepwalking.
Hey. It's Eric you should be worried about.
What are you implying?
Well, I don't think I've seen him with a woman since I came to Emmerdale.
He's got a point.
It has been my experience that the ones who talk about it
What, like Terry?
are the ones that never do it.
Rubbish.
Hasn't helped me, though. I just have to get a single room.
I bet you think this is a jolly wheeze, eh, roughing it for a bit. You do this year in, year out, casual work for an handful of rags. It'll soon lose its shine.
Yeah, well, it'll do me for now.
Listen, kid, I can't see why you want to get tied down at your age.
Yeah, well, that's my business, isn't it?
Touch you with it.
Yeah, well, I'm just fed up with everyone telling me I'm doing the wrong thing.
Well, of course, they might have a point.
Do you think I'd be going through with all this if I wasn't dead sure it was right for me?
Well, sometimes you can get trapped into situations and then convince yourself it's what you really want.
I'm not trapped. For the first time in my life, I'm doing something for me. You should try having a doctor and a teacher for parents. Well, they're not always right. I'm marrying Tina. We're going to bring up our kid in our way. And I'll do whatever it takes to make it work.
By hell, so much for justice being done. If I'd seen it with my own eyes, I'd never have believed it.
We're no happier than you are, Ned.
You're all part of the same system.
How do you think we feel, eh? Wheeling the likes of Dingle into court, then watching them walk out.
Community service.
I'm surprised they didn't give him a world cruise.
He will be clearly supervised doing something useful. It's not a soft option.
He put Jack and Sarah through hell. Have you forgotten about that?
Justice! Freedom for the Emmerdale one!
Just look at it. He's laughing at all of us. Come on, love.
So, how does freedom feel, son?
I had more space in Clink.
I should have got it back.
You can't put him in there. He'd think he was in the Black Maria again.
You could always get him back.
Get lost.
Why have we got a rat stuck on top of van?
It's not a van no more, is it, Dad? It's a rat-mobile.
Has he flipped his lid?
No, I haven't. Things have changed since you've been away. I'm a businessman now. What are you laughing at?
He says he's a businessman, Mum.
He is.
Are you, Dad?
I've nearly forgotten how irritating you are.
I can see 'em all sitting round. Dave and our Roy smirking, my dad telling on funny jokes, and my mum trying to talk posh, giving the third degree.
I didn't have you down as a snob.
Well, what's he gonna think? I don't even have a set of decent matching plates.
Linda, you're so stupid sometimes. You're as good as anybody, and Danny must think so too. And if he doesn't, you're best shot of him. Now, aren't you?
Good afternoon, Betty. What can I get you?
Nothing. I am giving you the opportunity to put something back into the community.
Really?
I've been hauled in to do catering for a wedding.
You? I wonder what Dr. McAllister would make of that.
Well, he's not here, is he? Him and Mrs. M have cleared off, leaving that poor lad to his own devices. I'm just doing what any good neighbour would do, offering a helping hand.
Yes, I'm not questioning your motives, Betty. They're very laudable, I'm sure.
Well, I'm glad you think so. So it'll be all right then, will it, if Jan has a bit of time off to help me?
Well, we are a bit short with Terry being away.
Well, can't you cope, man?
Yes, of course I can. I'm not sure that Jan would want to do it. I mean, it's partly the royal wedding, isn't it?
How about it then, Jan?
Well, if it's all right with Mr. Turner.
He'll be only too delighted to oblige.
I've been thinking. You were right this morning about Danny.
Oh, great. So you're going to invite him then?
I already have. He can't make it.
Oh.
He's away working.
Next time then.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, I'd ask him for a drink, but... Oh, story of my life, this. A couple of cases and a pile of bin bags.
Oh, I'm sure you should make it homely.
Homely.
It's for magazines and other people's houses.
Well, you'll settle down here as soon as you get it the way you want it. No more living over the shop. You'll have your own front door now. It's a great start for you. A wonderful opportunity.
You sound like an estate agent.
There's no need to iron them, Betty.
Oh, I've already done them now. Ta, love.
Oh, well, I never bothered.
So I notice. Besides, folk might think you're one of mine living here. I'm glad to see that you and Luke have made it up at last.
It wasn't a lover's tiff, you know.
Aye, well, no matter what it was, I'm glad to see you've both come to your senses.
Yeah, well, he hasn't. If he had, he wouldn't be marrying Tina Dingle.
Well, it'll either work out or it won't, but he's past the point of listening to either you, me, or anyone else. All I do know is that there will come a time when he'll be glad that he's still got his old friends.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you think of this one?
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Well, there's no point shelling all that out, though.
Of course there is. You want to look right, don't you?
Oh, I'll still look like a dog.
Don't be daft. You'd look fabulous in that.
Oh, I couldn't even help pay towards it.
Bridesmaids don't pay for their own dresses. Listen, this is my wedding and you're my best mate. I want you to look gorgeous.
You prank.
Well, almost as gorgeous as the bride. Luke agrees and all. He's been fantastic, Dolores. Every time Mum and Dad have ran short of cash, he's stepped right in and paid.
Oh, it's really worked out well, you and him, hasn't it?
Yeah. Who'd have thought it, eh? So you want this one, then? Yeah, I've made your favourite. Chips, pudding and mussy peas.
Oh, why couldn't we have had it from Chippy?
Because this is homemade and it's full of godliness.
It's nicer from the Chippy.
Prison food was great. Custard and all sorts.
Thanks a bunch I got to all this trouble.
Oh, it's very nice, Dolly, very nice. Substantial, isn't it, lads?
Aye, substantial.
Hey, Mum, you'll never guess who were working in kitchens at prison.
Delia Smith.
Floyd on porridge.
Go on, love, who was it?
That cousin of ours from Skipley. Donald.
Oh, I hope you stayed well clear of him. We have naught to do with that branch of the family, do we, Zach?
No, dog rough there. Rough as a bear's backside.
Dirty beggars and all, aren't they? Hey, Zach, do you remember Donald's christening? He must be the only vicar in history that caught a scabies off a baby.
He made a nice custard, though.
Just the man. I was hoping I'd catch you.
I'm just knocking off.
Gone 7. I'm impressed.
Yeah, well, I like to keep things straight for next day.
Good lad. About tomorrow, there are a few things you can be getting on with. I've made a list. Nothing very important.
OK, fine. I'll see to it.
You know, Dave, it's really taken a weight off me having you here.
Yeah, well, I'm enjoying it.
I think there are a few eyebrows raised when I offered you the job.
Yeah, mine included.
You've even won over Kim. I told her I'm a very good judge of character. Well, I must be. I chose her, too.
Excuse me. I mean, you wouldn't go off to France on the razzle, would you, Luke?
When?
When we're married.
Oh, I'll never leave your side.
Because you know some blokes can't wait to get away. Still, when you see what they have to put up with at home, you can understand it, can't you?
If you've got something to say to me, why don't you just say it to my face?
What's up with you?
Just keep that shut, right? I'm not in the mood.
What have I said?
Terry's gone to France on business, right? So save your cheap cracks.
Let's just find a table, Tina.
Oh, aye, I forgot. He really knows his antiques, doesn't he? If she believes he's gone to France buying furniture, she'll believe out.
What do you mean by that?
I wasn't talking to you.
Well, keep it that way.
Listen, if that's what Terry's told you he's doing, it's fine.
Look, come on, Tina.
Everybody else here knows that he's gone off buying cheap booze.
You live in a dream world.
Oh, aye. I must have dreamt up Eric Pollard coming round and offering to supply our wedding, eh?
Well, they can get it cheap. No duty.
Bon voyage.
You know, Vic, if you were at home just now, your Viv would be giving you your cocoa.
Don't knock my Viv. She's a good girl. Fine woman. One of the best, my Viv.
You're not going to get maudlin, are you?
No, of course not. She's a smasher, though. Real nugget. Caring, understanding. I mean, she loves me. Got those sandwiches she made for me. Up at the crack. Nice flask of soup. Barley sugars to suck on the bone.
Oh, blimey, all right. He's getting homesick. We've only been here 12 hours.
Vic, we're in France. Enjoy it. We're all part of the great European adventure.
There's a European adventure I wouldn't mind being a part of. She's been clocking me. Oh, there's something about them French women.
They do have a sort of je ne sais quoi.
Is he catching?
She's nice.
Oh, that's something to take your mind off the missus, eh? Hey, watch this, lads. A real Yorkshire in action. Whoa, mon chéri. Do you fancy a bit of ooh la la?
Oh!
But I bet you understand the language of love, eh, darling?
I thought as much. You're Terry what's it? That knock-kneed wart who played for Farsley.
Oh, I feel better already.
Britt, we're rather busy out here. Is something the matter?
No, I'll be okay.
I'll leave you to it then.
I let that blasted Tina Dingle wind me up.
What has she said now?
It doesn't matter, it's just the fact that I let her get to me.
Well, ignore her. You know what she's like.
That's the stupid thing. I would normally eat her sort for breakfast.
Do you want me to ask her to leave?
No, God, no, of course not. It's not her fault, it's mine. I think I'm losing it, Alan.
We all have our bad days. It's the move and Terry being away.
It's since he came back.
It's your father. Well, he's gone now. That's all in the past. It's history.
No. It's my history. I thought I was on top of things. You know, like there was nothing I couldn't deal with. Whether it was stroppy customers or Terry's antics. You never really know anybody in this game, do you? We're in another strange place with other people's stuff.
You're tired. Yeah. Would you rather not face that cottage? Would you like your old room back tonight?
Would you mind?
Things will look better in the morning. They always do. Well, nearly always.
Sometimes it's the only thing that keeps you going.
What is?
Meeting someone nice along the way who'll listen. Because there aren't many about. Come on. Jan will ask for her cards if we don't show our faces.
Light a bit, please.
I don't know why you're helping out with the wedding.
Well, I couldn't very well say no.
Well, I would have. Look at her. Just to think I knocked about with them.
Well, I think it's nice, everyone doing their bit.
Yeah, well, you're soft.
Any chance of some service around here?
Hiya, I didn't think you'd be in tonight.
Hello, Daniel.
Evening, Mrs. Glover.
All ready for the off?
Sorry?
Shall we go for a walk? I don't fancy another drink.
Let's have a quick one. White wine, please.
It's pity you're away tomorrow. Still, work comes first. But you know you're always welcome.
I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
I must have got my wires crossed.
So you can come round for a meal then?
That'd be great, thanks. I was saying to Linda I'd like to get to know you all better.
So would I.
Dinky, pinky, parlez-vous. Come on, Tell, wake up. We're nearly home with the lovely ladies.
Yeah, they won't be lovely if they find out about this booze.
Nah, they're not going to find out.
I'm telling you, it were a doggle. All we did was watch telly and play ping pong all day. What about the hard men? Didn't you get a bashing when you first arrived?
Hard men? Listen, it took me exactly 2 days to establish myself as numero uno.
Numero uno? Who's he?
Number 1, idiot.
Stop your boasting. You caused this whole family maximum grief and you're not out of the woods yet. Let's just concentrate on getting ourselves another rat for the business.
Who wants to be a rat catcher anyway? I learnt some great ideas inside I did.
Oh, yeah? Like what? Phoning some poor bloke who's lost his son and demanding 5,000 quid.
Shut it. The only reason you want another rat is so you can snog it.
Hey, pack it in! Now, listen, Sam. You might be number one inside, but round here you're number two.
Don't sell yourself short, Zach. You'll always be number 2 in this house. Sam's number 3.
Aye, Nelly, love.
Right, who's taking me into the village?
Hey, get in.
Frank? Forgot this.
Ah, thanks.
You right?
I'm fine.
Were you going to go without even saying goodbye?
Kim, I doubt if you'd even notice me gone, love.
There's no need for this, Frank. Let's talk about it when you get back tonight. I'll wait up for you.
Don't waste your time. I'm staying over. Then I'm going to do a few things in town before coming back tomorrow.
Why come back tomorrow, Frank? Why come back at all?
Exactly. That's the point, isn't it? Why? Why should I come back to a house empty of anything remotely resembling family life? You do remember what a family is, don't you, Kim?
Right, that's the filling for the chicken vol au vents done. They could really do with going in fridge,
Oh,
though,
right.
Jan.
Oh, well, that's easier said than done. Look at it.
Don't worry, I'll take 'em home with me, put it in my fridge.
As long as Seth don't get peckish.
Oh, no, he won't go near it. Besides, Seth don't know the difference between a vol au vent and a volleyball. I'll help you with sandwiches now.
Oh, just in time to lend a hand.
Oh, great. How am I supposed to find anything in here?
Well, you have to look.
Oh, just look for dinner, that's all.
Oh, don't go pulling everything out. Come over here and take a couple of these sandwiches.
Well, what are they?
Ham. Mind you, I suppose your fancy turns more to smoked salmon and caviar now you're marrying into the aristocracy.
Well, I think we can safely say that that isn't going to happen after he comes here.
I hope you don't mean what I think you mean.
Why did you ask Daniel here? I can't believe you did that.
Well, you've been round there for dinner. Your dad and I have a right to get to know properly who you're going out with.
Well, I'm not going to be going out with him much longer after tonight, am I?
Listen to me, young lady. Just because a person's got money or a title or they can trace their family back a few hundred years, like some thoroughbred racehorse, it doesn't mean that we are inferior to them. You have got nothing, and I do mean nothing to be ashamed of.
Right. If you want to be ashamed of our family, Linda, then so be it, but don't expect the rest of us to go along with you. I am proud of what we've got. Your dad is a fine man, he's second to none.
I never said he wasn't. You just don't understand.
Oh, I understand, all right. And just let me remind you that it wasn't all that long ago that we were all living in a caravan.
Great! That can be our dinner conversation. How we were once homeless.
So, it'll all be over for you tomorrow, Luke. You might as well make the most of your last few sweet hours of freedom, mate.
I'm getting married, not going to jail.
Same difference.
You know, I reckon you lads have a problem keeping your women happy. Guess that happens when you start getting older.
Oh, really? Right, lads, you hold him. I'll cool him down.
Hey, no, guys. Guys?
Hey, hands off or I'll be forced to start getting tough now.
One.
No.
2. Stop messing about, Luke, and get back to work.
It doesn't exactly look like any work's taken place since I was last here, Mike.
Of course it has, don't worry. Look, everything's in hand. These lads are the best in the business. Apart from our Romeo over there, who's just learned which end of a paintbrush to hold. Kathy, trust me. Now that is why a man needs his freedom, Luke.
I'm just nipping to the post office while it's quiet.
Oh, hi, Britt. Hey, it's all going to. I'm up to my elbows in vol-au-vents over there. Trays. Now, you would make 2 very fed-up caterers very happy if you'd lend us a few, Alan.
I think I can manage that. I've got a few out here.
Lovely.
Although if it's the Dingles you're feeding, wouldn't a couple of troughs be more appropriate?
Well, have I rendered you speechless or what? Your mum thinks it's great.
Really?
It needs taking up a bit. Maybe we could do a temporary job with a few pins.
Dolores, it does not need taking up a bit. I think you should wear the other one.
Yeah, and I know why. Oh, come on, Tina, it's great. And it shows off all my natural curves.
There's nought natural about those kills.
All right, it is your day, I suppose.
All the Dingle clan's gonna be there, and the Emmerdale cronies. You look too nice like that. When I step up to that altar, I want every eye to be on me.
He's taking his time. Oh, I feel rough. Must have been something wrong with that lager.
The problem's in the quantity, Terry, not the quality. Vic seems to be doing a lot of listening and not a lot of talking. That could be a bad sign.
Ah, you're forgetting he's married to Viv. He's got to be a good listener. Do you fancy an air of the dog?
I wasn't bitten as badly as you. Have one of Vic's sandwiches if you're feeling peckish.
Well, after it's been in here all night. Yeah. Viv gonna run a bath for Vicky Wicky when he gets home.
Not unless it's an acid bath, no. The jig's up, lads.
What? I don't want to hear this.
She knows it all, I tell you.
How'd you find out?
I don't know. She knows all about the booze, and so does your wife.
What? Oh, no. You know what she's going to do to me, especially after that whiskey scam, don't you?
Yeah, Viv told me.
Did you admit to anything?
What? She knows, I tell you.
Did you give the game away?
No, of course I didn't. I mean, I denied everything.
But keep on doing that and all will be well. Come on, get in the fan.
I'll kill him, Viv. I really will.
Well, I'm for public humiliation, followed by a very slow, painful death.
After his last brainstorm with the whiskey, he promised. He said no more stupid fast book scams.
And we fell for it. French furniture. The only thing French Fix ever looked at more than twice is Bridget Bardot.
Oh, think of it as a business trip cupcake.
Well, if he thought for 1 minute he was going to bring that dodgy booze into this shop, well, he's more of an idiot than I took him for.
Okay, safety pins, please.
Not buying a local paper, then?
Why should I?
Well, for a start, there's a lovely picture of your Sam you might like to frame and put on the mantelpiece. Might have to cut the bit with the handcuffs out, though. Not the first time you lot have made the papers, is it, Nellie?
No, probably won't be the last. All the same, I think folk like you should thank your lucky stars that there's people like us.
Oh, yeah? And how'd you work that one out?
Well, you'd have nobody to feel superior to, would you?
Hey, she never paid!
Now, that's what I want to know. It's like living with Sherlock Holmes.
Will you give it a rest, Vic? Whinging on about the same thing for the last 30 miles.
Yeah, anyway, it's got to be better than listen to this. The ideal travelling companion. 2 cans of lager and he's off.
Damn.
What?
Old Bill.
Oh, no, that's all we need. If they see this lot...
You just stay in here. I'll do the talking.
What? Are we there yet?
You're going to wish you'd stayed asleep, mate.
Hey, he's doing all right. Hey, look, she's smiling.
That's how they work, though, isn't it? They lull you into a false sense of security, then whack. Look, I told you, she's giving him a ticket.
Ah, well, that's down to him. He's the driver. He's paying.
Terry, you are a truly generous human being. Go on then, Eric. What's the damage? We'll split it with you, won't we, Tell?
No need. She only stopped us because of the broken brake light.
She'll give you a ticket.
That was the telephone number of her station. I might just have a date.
Hi.
Kim, hold on.
Kim, you can't just come in and do that.
Oh, why not?
What do you mean, why not? Because Frank might just walk in.
You don't think I'm that stupid, do you? Frank's away. For the night.
You been drinking?
The entire night. Which is why you're coming round here tonight, 8 o'clock, sharp.
I can't. Gotta meet Kathy.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you that you're in my employ. And if I want you here, David, you damn well better be here.
Am I interrupting something?
No. Come in, Biff.
It's 6 o'clock. You said you'd give us a lift back.
Yeah, sure.
You will do that work for me later on, won't you, David? I'm relying on you.
No. I'll see. I've got to get going. See you, Kim.
Bye, Biff.
Hey, you're not dying on me, are you? I don't want you dying before tomorrow.
I don't know how these guys do it, day in, day out. I'm shattered. I wish I didn't have this stag night tonight. Much rather have a long bath and a quiet night in with you.
Sorry, I'm off home. It's bad luck to see the bride before the wedding day, remember?
What? You're going to leave me in this condition?
Luke, you're not sorry you're doing any of this, are you? You've had to give up so much for me and the baby.
Tina, I'd do it 10 times over if I had to. I love you, and I can't imagine my life without you.
That's just what I wanted to hear. See ya.
Oh, well, you've already met her. You know my father, Edward. I'm my brother, Roy.
My name's Ned. Shift up, Roy, will you let Daniel sit down?
So then, do you know Prince Charles?
No, but I went to school with someone who met Andrew.
Get us a lager, will you, Dave? Do you want a drink, Daniel?
Yes, thanks.
Hello, Daniel. Glad you could come.
Evening, Mrs. Glover.
Has anyone offered you a drink, or they keep it all to themselves?
Oh, no, we're sharing tonight, Mum. There you go, Danny.
Mrs. Glover, these are for you.
Oh, you don't have to bring some every time, love. Oh, Belgian chocolates. Look at these, Ned.
We have one now then.
No, you can have it after tea if you help with the washing up.
But Mum, I'm starving. We never usually have tea this late.
Give it a rest, Roy.
Well, shall we, shall we all go and sit at the table?
How about that then, eh? Table laid fit for a king.
Absolutely. Mrs. Glover, Linda was telling me how busy you were with the wedding catering, so I really appreciate all this.
Well, Daniel, if you'd like to sit there. Roy.
So on. So I says to him, from now on, it's Mr. Dingle, all right? And as punishment for your lack of respect, I'll have half your tobacco ration.
You're all right with kids, lad. Wait till you get a taste of Pensible. You won't be playing hard man there.
Oh, why don't you lot give it a rest day? You're supposed to be here celebrating my wedding tomorrow, not listening to this rubbish.
What do you know about it?
Tina's right. Shut it now.
Do you know, I think it's grand to have our family under one roof like this.
I think families are wonderful.
Take it easy, Dolores. You got the whole night ahead of you.
I don't think I'll ever find myself a man. I think I'll end up a lonely old maid, me.
Course you will. Hey, there's 2 eligible young men in this room.
Not me. I'm going to sow my wild oats first.
I'll have no sex talk in this house. Go on, get over to Woolpack, you lot. You've been invited to the stag do, haven't you?
Aye, come on, you two.
Hey, make sure you buy Luke a drink and all to welcome him into the family.
Aye, no, no.
Hey, we'll be down later to check on you.
At school, it was expected you had to be good at either cricket or rugby.
That's a bit like that at our school and all. Ever so popular if you could run and hit a ball. But at our school, you had to wait and queue up for the one and only bat.
Oh, Ned, it wasn't that bad.
Anyway, rugby's naff. Didn't you play soccer?
Oh, it wasn't a gentleman's game, dear boy.
Right, well, I better get this lot sorted. I've got a load of sandwiches to do.
Well, shall I help, Mrs. Glover?
Oh, no, love. Linda and I will sort this, and Roy will drive.
Right, this is the time when you and I leave and head for the Woolpack.
Dad? I think Danny'd like to stay here with me.
Why? Should be with the lads, with you, Danny?
Well, if it's all right with Linda.
Of course it is. Come on, Dave.
Hey? No, I'll see you down there, Dad. Just got to dash back to work for a minute.
What, this time of night?
Yep. Something I should have done earlier.
Right, it's just you and me then, Danny. Teddy behind the bar down there, you know, he used to be a professional rugby player. Have a lot of trouble.
Coming for a few bucks. Thanks a lot.
Here, I've just seen the van. Right, come on then. Alan, can you hold the fort for a few minutes? I've got urgent business to attend to. Excuse me.
No, look, to be fair to you, Luke, you've done a good week's work. To be truthful, I might have worked you a little harder than normal, but it was just to break you in.
I thought as much. I feel like I've run the London Marathon.
Well, get a couple of pints down you, you'll forget about it.
No, I can't. I'm under sentence of death if I turn up tomorrow with a hangover.
Excuse me? You're not even married yet and she's telling you how much you can drink?
That's the thin end at wedge, that is. If you don't show 'em who's boss straight off, you'll be sorry.
Oh, leave off. Things have changed a bit since your day, Mike. Don't allow wife ducking anymore.
Aye, more's the pity.
Hello. It must be chucking out time at the asylum.
Well, that's his future in-laws that you're talking about.
Hi, Zach. Can I get you a drink?
Double malt.
Oh, we'll get you one.
Oh.
Suppose you'll be nervous about tomorrow. Don't worry. I'll be okay on the day.
Yeah, you can always pull out of it. Right, what are you having?
Have a lager, please.
Okie dokie, just one more night to go.
No.
Right, he's got a nerve coming in here, hasn't he?
You are nicked.
Hello, lad. Those sandwiches you made me lasted the whole trip. How about that?
Hey, a cupcake. Come to welcome us back from foreign shores.
Where is it? Yeah, come on.
With what?
You know full well what.
Don't tell me you were serious on the phone. I thought you were winding me up.
Hey, don't you play the wide-eyed innocent, Terry. Where's the booze?
Booze? What booze? Yeah, I don't know where you two get your info, but I think you should be looking for a new grass.
So you did go and get furniture then?
Yes. And it looks like being a very profitable trip as well.
Vivian, I'm deeply shocked by your lack of trust. I really am.
Something's not right here. I can smell it.
Hey. Maybe it's a duty-free perfume I bought for you can smell.
Perfume. Now I know you're guilty of something.
Could I have a quick word over at my place?
Sure. Won't be a minute, love.
Hello, Ned.
Hiya, love.
Where's your Dave, then?
He said on his way down later. By the way, have you met Daniel?
What's the problem?
He just said to apologise. Look, can I get you a drink?
Yeah, thanks.
Take your coat off. I'll get you a drink.
I'm not stopping, Kim. I've come to tell you that I don't want this to go on anymore.
Nice speech. Now take your coat off. Relax.
You're not listening to me. I'm not joking. I want to put a stop to this, Kim. I have to meet Kathy. Kim.
You didn't have to come here. You wanted to. So let's stop pretending.
£30. There you are. That's half of what was left in the kitty.
30 quid? Well, thanks a lot, Eric. I was expecting a bit more profit. Look at the amount of booze we brought back.
Expenses, Vic.
How do you mean?
Oh, do you know what it's like in business? This is not just for one customer, you know. Overheads, fuel costs. Listen, when you're involved in something that's not exactly 100% kosher, the trick is not to panic. Deny everything right until the very end. Got it?
Yeah. I'll remember that the next time Viv clips me around the ear hole. Right. I'm going over to booze. Are you coming?
Nah, later perhaps. Got to figure out a way to get my furniture back.
I'm sorry, Alan.
Terry, I'm surprised to see you're still in one piece.
Hey, no problem. What's this here about you spend the night alone with my wife?
Oh, no, I do assure you that...
Only pulling your leg, Al. No, she said you really looked after her. I appreciate that.
Well, one way of showing your appreciation is come and work behind here.
Good as done.
Yeah, got it there.
Oh, hello. How did the old trip go, then?
Fine, fine. Well, you know, hard work, mine. Shifting all that furniture.
Oh, yeah, I bet. What area did you go to? The Dordogne, Languedoc?
Yeah, went all round there. Can you get me that drink or what?
you want a drink, Kathy?
No, nothing for me, please.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm surprised Dave isn't here yet.
No, you're not the only one. I reckon you've bottled him.
Hey, up, how about some service over here?
We have a word with Einstein here while I go and collect a few glasses.
Sure thing, Cupcake.
Stop yapping, sweetheart, and get us a drink, will you?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Hanson. Let's you and me come to an arrangement. You treat us with a bit of respect and I don't put your head through toilet window.
Dad.
Hello.
Tina, love, a quick word.
Yeah, what? I just wanted to congratulate you on your wedding tomorrow. No, and now that you're getting married, I thought I'd give you a little advice from one married woman to another.
Get on with it. My family's waiting.
Well, it's quite simple. If I ever catch you anywhere near Terry again, even if it's to ask him for a light, I'll do you. Do you understand, love?
What are you doing here?
Excuse me.
I thought we weren't meant to meet till tomorrow.
Well, I didn't want to be left on my own, did I? Besides, I wanted to check that you don't get completely ratted tonight. I want you fully alert and awake tomorrow. It's our day to remember.
Could have sworn this were a stag night.
Ned,
Yellow.
will you tell Dave to give me a ring when he gets a chance?
Yeah, I'm sorry, love, I don't know where he is or what he's doing.
Hey, that you wassock! Guess what I just caught him doing? You've been framed.
Daft beggar, look what you've made me do.
Give me Dad that camera. You can film me man getting your kiss alive where I flattened you.
Hey, pack it in.
It is all your fault.
I did not.
You encouraged him to bring that thing in the house.
We thought you'd like having a record of our Tina's big day.
And did you have to nick it? You could have landed in jail, then who'd have given her away?
Man has to do something for his daughter's wedding.
Morning, Tina, love. How did you sleep?
Fine. It's nice to be back in my own bed again. Until Steven Spielberg and Tom Cruise here started.
It's only for one night, though.
Won't be much of a wedding night tonight, eh? Not with you already up stick.
Oh, don't mind him. He's having it surgically removed after the wedding. Only not from his eye.
I keep expecting somebody to ring up to say Luke's come to his senses and call the whole thing off.
I thought you women were supposed to be romantic. Anyway, can see the lad's mad about it.
And where have you been?
Saving Oss's life.
What, all night? You don't know the first thing about horses?
I didn't have to. It was colic. You just walk them round in circles, OK?
Don't turn your back when I'm talking to you. You're going to walk that horse to a foal. Let us know where you were.
I didn't think I'd be that late. By the time I realised...
What about Kathy?
What about Kathy?
You stood her up.
I didn't mean to. Look, I told you,
I hope
just...
Kim Tate's not messing you about.
What do you mean by that?
You said her and Kathy had a fallout. I hope she's not working you all night to get back at Kathy.
Dad, just stay out of it, will you? No, I suppose I should have guessed. Yeah, fine.
Don't tell me. Samaritans thought you were a hopeless case.
It was my dad.
Hold it there, Dad. Right. Lovely.
Why aren't you dressed?
I'm not going. You what? I don't think it's right. He killed my brother and you lot reckon this is something to celebrate.
Listen, you spoil our Tina's wedding day and you wish you was back in that prison. You'll not be living here. That's if you're living at all.
Listen, Sam, I know how you feel. I'm saying myself.
I don't believe I'm hearing this. The wedding's an hour away and now you decide you're against it.
I didn't say that. I was just saying I understood the lad's feelings, that's all. It's a day like this you miss our Ben.
Aye. All that free ale. He'd have right enjoyed it. Free ale? Aye, McAllister's paying for a lot. Sup as much as you like. Is that right?
Aye. Have a drink on him for our Ben.
Why didn't you say?
Oh, you look lovely. Hey, I say. I never thought you'd still fit in that dress.
I'll do one. Excellent. Brilliant. Can I make a picture taken with you?
Hey? Why?
Don't you think we look good together? Not Luke Thingy, are you?
No, I'm Dave Thingy, friend of Luke's.
Right. My dad said he's a right Daisy. I'm Mandy, Tina's cousin.
Right.
My brother's playing organ.
Very nice.
I'll get him to play us some smoochy. At a reception, mind. You know, not in church. He's doing disco.
Out of way, Sam. Oh. Hey, Mum, look at camera. Oh, hey, me flaming best trousers!
Hey, quit it, you've a pair of you. This is serious business.
Hey, Dolores, smile for the camera. I tell you what, though, that dress looks great.
Oh, thanks.
Look better on my bedroom floor.
Oh, yeah. Tina told me I had a thing about wearing dresses.
Hey, no, that's not what I meant.
Come on, Dad.
Can't be too careful. Some rum folk round here.
Hey, our Tina, you look fabulous. He don't deserve you.
Hiya. Oh, hiya. Thought you were coming with Kathy.
Oh, I thought you were coming with you.
Well, I hope you're going to sit on groom's side. It's a bit empty.
Oh, that'll be the side without the barbed wire and attack dogs.
Does anyone have a good word to say for the Dingles?
I have. But it's not one I'd use in front of a lady.
This is Mandy, by the way. Mandy Dingle.
Oh, I think we'd better get in. Terence?
My girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. Bit old for you, isn't she?
Listen, about last night.
I'm not interested. With your, friend, were you?
No, she's a Dingle.
Will you sit with me, Nick?
Weddings are so romantic. Don't you think?
Hi.
Oh, Frank. Good trip.
Yeah, as conferences go. Half the delegates were too busy boozing for it to be worthwhile.
There speaks a reformed drinker.
Yeah, you're right. Once upon a time, I'd have been worse than any of them. Here.
Frank, thank you.
I missed you.
Please, Frank. I've been up all night with Colonel. He's still suffering with colic. Didn't get to bed till well after 5. And then I had to keep checking on him. Oh, then the postman came with a recorded delivery, so I had to get up and sign for that. Then there was a query from the holiday village.
And here's me, Moni. You put your feet up. I'll get us some lunch.
It's good to see all our lot together, isn't it?
Shut up!
Why? We're only just...
Look, the last time we were at our Ben's funeral.
Will you let me explain?
You could have explained this morning if you made it home. I rang you.
I thought you of all people would have understood.
What?
I was walking a horse with colic at home farm.
All night?
I was on my own. I didn't want to stop him walking.
Hey, aren't you sweet? Actually, there's no real need to walk a horse with colic. That's just a vet's trick to keep the owner occupied.
I thought you had to stop him from lying down, twisting his gut or something. That's what Kim said.
Kim just likes to play power games. She likes to keep people on their toes.
You have to do your bit, don't you? I mean, home farm is a team after all. Must have walked that horse miles.
How's the horse?
Eh? Oh, fine. Yeah, great.
Well, I'm just glad one of us had a nice evening.
Snotty cow.
I'm not with her, honest, Kath.
His friends and his family aren't turning up. There'll be all them Dingles on Tina's side.
Well, they'd better be, the amount of food we've got ready.
Hey, it's dead quiet. You don't suppose they've done a bunk?
No.
And when it gets to the part about just cause or impediment, just keep your gob shut, you two.
Jan, love, me and Seth have the women of our dreams. Why should we deprive Luke of his?
Who knows a reason why these persons may not lawfully marry, to declare it now. The vows you are about to take are to be made in the name of God, who is judge of all and who knows all the secrets of our hearts. Therefore, if either of you knows a reason why you may not lawfully marry, you must declare it now. Luke Bernard James, will you take Tina Marie to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and protect her, and, forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Tina Marie, will you take Luke Bernard James to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and protect him, and, forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
No.
Tina Marie, will you...
He's a murderer.
Tina.
You killed Ben. Did you really think I could ever forgive you for that?
Hey, what's going on?
Do you know what it's been like to have to kiss you? I hate you with every single breath in my body.
What about my baby? You're having my baby!
I'm not pregnant. I never was. And if I had been, I'd have ripped it out of my belly with my own 2 hands.
Why all this?
Oh, think about it. Even you'll understand eventually. And then you'll realise how much I despise you.
Yes!
There, you little cow, get back here!
Really, there's no need for language.
Shut it,
Tina! Tina, for God's sake! I don't understand. I love you.
I know, good, isn't it? He killed our Ben, remember? He murdered him, and I don't care what your fancy lawyer said. I've just got the justice that my brother deserved, right?
No, Tina, please.
Tina Dingle, get back in here now!
Leave her!
Oh, come on, Zach. I want to get to the bottom of this.
What about reception? There's 40 of our family here. They're still going to want feeding and watering. Come on.
Are you okay? Never better.
Would somebody please tell me what's going on?
I think you suddenly got yourself a free afternoon, Vicar. I sold the clock.
Hey?
Great-grandfather's lung case clock.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Pay for this.
It would seem that the bride has exercised the lady's prerogative.
I think he means the wedding's off.
I think that now would be a good time for us all to return to the church. A short period of contemplation.
Ooh, stuff that.
There's a reception.
I need a drink.
It's in the village hall.
No, tea won't be ready yet. The water won't have boiled.
I don't think this will be drinking much tea, Betty, love.
Hey, you needn't think you're going to be able to hide in your bedroom. I want an explanation.
I've explained. It was for our Ben. The only sort of justice he'll ever get.
Will you stop flaming from filming everything?
Yeah, give me. You've had it all day.
It's mine.
Did she say that she wasn't pregnant?
That's what she said.
Well, I knew right from start. I mean, you can always tell when a lass is in family's way. I knew Rachel was before she knew herself. And Tina Dingle never had that glow.
She had Luke, though, didn't she?
Well, I mean, what was it all in aid of?
You're asking me not only how a woman's mind works, but a Dingle woman. Yeah, come on, love.
Do you realise Luke's footing the bill for all that? I mean, maybe we ought to try to stop it.
After you, last summer, let me get my tin hat on first.
I think as the catering has already been done, discretion would be in order.
put-up job. She just wanted to make Luke look silly. I mean, she couldn't shame her own family, could she?
Well?
Oh, how many times do I have to tell you, Mum?
Until I flaming well understand it.
Mum, I will out her all down at Village Hall. Maybe me and our Sam could go down and let them know what's going on.
They know what's going on. This family's been turned into a laughingstock with this silly little mare and her daft games.
It was not a game.
I've never been more serious about out in my life.
Lad's got a point, Nellie. Maybe we should go down there. Try and calm things down a bit.
Aye. Perhaps I can get some more sense out of this silly little trollop on my own.
And hey, you can tell that lot down there that I was the only one with bottle enough to do McAllister. You lot with your threats, trying to frighten him. It were flaming pathetic. No, I fixed him today, and I fixed him better than you lot could do with your fists and your thick heads.
I've got to see Tina. Oh, listen, Luke, you never liked her anyway.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what I think about her. You just don't need to see her now.
Hey, that lot are in Village Hall chucking booze down the necks at your expense. Most of them are Dingles.
I don't care. Why should I? Dolores, did Tina say anything to you?
Like what? Like I'm going to throw a wobbler in church and leave you all standing there like puddings?
I mean, before. Was she nervous? Frightened?
Tina hasn't got a nerve in her body, Luke. Face it, she's made fools of us all.
She's right, mate.
That's why you got to get in there, into reception. It's her who'll look daft then. Come on.
Is your mate coming?
Dave, he's with Luke.
Dancing's going to start soon. He promised me a smoochy one.
I don't think there's going to be much demand for dancing, actually.
Actually, my dad said a wedding into wedding, he out in Agadoo.
There wasn't a wedding, or didn't you notice?
I bet you don't know how to do it, do you?
Do what?
Agadoo. It's always good for a laugh. Here's someone who looked like I could do with one.
What do you want to drink?
I don't. You've got to. We're going to show them, right?
Oh, yeah, this is really showing them.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dad.
Here, Luke, have a drink, mate. Don't let it worry you. She's just, I don't know, daft lass.
Well, cheers, everybody. Sorry the bride couldn't make it. She doesn't know what she's missing. You better start.
See?
Push pineapple, shake the tree. Push pineapple, grind coffee. To the left, to the right, jump up and down and to the knees. Come and dance every night, sing with a hula melody.
What are we going to say to you for, Dad?
Don't you change their mind?
Told him she wasn't going to marry a murdering swine, more like.
Hey, you're the Dingle. Remember that. Act dignified.
And remember, McAllister's paying for all the booze.
I think it's time we relieve Brit.
Oh, just one more drink. This is better than any handball.
Luke, love, have something to eat.
Not on an empty stomach.
Hey up, Luke. Fancy seeing you here? On the pull, are you? How about Dolores? No bride, tried a bridesmaid. Oh, I forgot. You blew her out for our Tina, didn't you? Bad move.
Shut it and get your son a drink.
How is she?
Somebody said something? Nah. Must have been imagining it.
Leave it, Luke.
Yeah, I fancy her knees up. Yeah, there's that bridesmaid. All right. Well, there's our Mandy. She's anyone's, I reckon.
Turned out to be a good do, this. I'm glad our Tina didn't ruin it by marrying that brat.
They've got a nerve.
I wish there was something I could say to make things a little easier.
So do I.
You've got a lot of friends here. They still care about you.
See you, Kathy.
See ya. Bye.
Hiya.
Looks like your friend Mandy's turned her attention to Nick.
Yeah, lucky Nick. Didn't feel much like I could do myself.
Yeah, you must be exhausted. Up all night.
I'm sorry I didn't ring. Only I was that busy, I just didn't get a minute.
No, it's all right. I'd have done the same in your shoes. I just hope Kim appreciates it.
Dave, I'm going. Hey, I'll come with you. I'll see you.
Look after him.
So there never was a baby?
No, Mum. It was just to make it harder for him. I knew then that he'd feel obliged to propose.
What about me? Didn't you ever think how I'd feel?
Oh, Mum. There'll be another time. A proper time. It was worth it, I promise you. Oh, come on, let's go out for a walk or something.
I'm not going out with you, especially dressed like that.
Well, I'd rather dirty this than something I'd like to wear again.
I'm surprised you don't want to go down to Village Hall.
No, I've had enough of people for now.
I should hope so. Do you know, I don't know I'm going to face people in Village again.
Is that all you can think about?
Well, somebody has to.
And what about our Ben, eh? He can't ever show his face anywhere again.
Just misunderstand me, like, I'm a really nice bloke, really.
I'll be seeing you, Betty.
You said I'm going to cut this cake, then?
I think that is something best left at bride and groom, don't you?
I won't let McAllister near our Tina with a knife in his hand.
Give over, he still won't have guts to use it.
I bought her this. Shop will take it back. I was going to give it to her tonight, when we got back here.
Yeah, well, it's just as well you didn't give it her last night. They'd been in pawn shop by now.
She must have known what she was doing right from the start. Since we first got together.
Yeah, well, you're rid now, mate. Might be hard, but... At least she had the sense to stop the wedding.
Oh, so I'm lucky, am I? Silly me, and I thought my life was in ruins.
Yeah, I know it's hard for you, mate.
You don't know the half, Biff. I loved her. I so wanted us to be a family. I'd have given up everything for her. I have given up everything. I want to see her. She may have started out wanting to hurt me, but she loved me in the end. I know she did.
If that was love, Luke, she had a funny way of showing it.
She was confused, that's all.
No, she wasn't. She knew exactly what she was doing.
And is that what this is all about? If you'd have wanted folk to laugh at him, why didn't you hire a circus?
Mum, making Luke a laughingstock was just the icing on the wedding cake.
Well, he might be upset now, but he'll get over it in a few days.
You reckon? Mum, he's split up with his precious family over me. He's in debt up to his ears. He sold everything he had to sell, including the precious family heirlooms. And he's blown his A-levels. So that means no university and no big-time doctor's job.
Can always take them again.
And you reckon he can handle that? Don't you realise what I've done to him? I've made an emotional wreck of him. He'll never be able to trust anyone again. Every time he gets close to a woman, he'll think, no, she's doing me over, just like Tina did. I tried really hard to think of a way of killing him and getting away with it. But this is even better than killing him. He's got about 50 years ahead of him of hating me, Mum. And I really hope that it eats him up inside, because that's what it's done to me. That's what hating does to you. And you'll do out to get rid of that, Mum. You'll do out.